Hi beauty lovers, my name is Rikki T. I'm from San Diego, California, and I'm repping the Sephora squad. Today I'm going to show you how to achieve a beautiful bronze smoky eye look that you could use for any date night out or any occasion. So let's follow along. The eyeshadow palette I'll be using today is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership 6 Eyeshadow Palette Midnight Sun. So the first shade I'll be going into is the shade Taboo. I'm going to go in first with the Sephora Collection number 19 brush. Dipping into Taboo, I'm going to keep that more on the outer portion of the eye and then slowly build her inward. I prep my eyes beforehand with a little bit of concealer, and due to me being a little bit on the fairer side, this shade is really gorgeous and has a nice bronzy brown tone that I can work with and make a nice bronze eye with. To blend that further, I'm going to use the Sephora Collection number 26 brush. This brush is a little bit more fluffy and spread out, so it has a nice ability to make your eyeshadows very airbrushed. Especially when building with color, you want to work in little amounts and then blend them out very nicely. You don't get too intense too quickly. And now we're going to repeat those steps on the other eye. Whenever I'm putting shadow on, especially when they're as highly pigmented as Pat McGrath's are, I like to pack them on a little bit and then diffuse them out with the brushes. And once we have that all nice and blended, we're going to move on to our next shadow. Now with the Sephora Collection number 24 brush, I'm going to dip into the Brick Red shade Vermilion Venom. And we're going to keep that pigment more on the outer V and do small circular motions and windshield wiper motions. This is going to take that nice like taupey brown and bring a little bit more warmth into the eye. I love having a nice warm eye because it will bring a lot of vibrancy to my blue eyes. Now to blend out that crease further, I'll go back with the number 26 brush and blend even more. Now to add a little bit more depth, I'll go back in with the 24 brush and focus more pigment on the outer corner, centering it around here at the end of my lash line. And again to blend out with the number 26 brush. And now to repeat those processes on the other eye. If you notice any shadow starting to seep below the lash line, you can use a beauty blender to really clean that up and just kind of soften it. It's not necessarily going to erase that shadow, but it will make it a little bit easier and more approachable. Now for liner, we're going to go with the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I like to go in and start on the inner corner of the eye and do a very soft line and drag it across the lash line. You can take your time with this because as it is a black liner, it's a little tricky to remove. Then, once we have our eyeliner gone all the way, we're going to wing it out just a little bit. What I like to do with my eyeliner is kind of follow the natural waterline towards the brow. So we're going to pull her out. And then from the end of the tail, we're going to drag inward in one motion. And then fill in. And then you have your liner. One of my favorite parts about this liner is that the tip is an actual brush tip and not a felt tip, so it will move along with the eye and really create a nice sharp point. When you're going along with the next eye, follow the exact same motions you did on the other one and just be very careful. If you have to, when you get to the end of the eye, instead of going this way, you can drag backwards. What I like to do is go to my other eye and measure out how far I pulled so that I know and I have muscle memory to be able to go back on this eye and recreate it. And there you have it. Now for my mascara, I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Labs Fetishize Mascara. I really love the applicator on this mascara because it's very cylindric and very even along the entire wand. So you can really get a nice even coat and not worry about any clumping or your lashes being too funny. For me, mascara is one of the most important parts of my eye looks, even if I'm doing lashes, just because my eyelashes personally are very blonde and very light, so without any mascara, you can't quite see them. You're all good. And now we can put on our lashes. So I'm going to go in with the Sephora Collection number 18 brush and dip right back into Taboo in my Pat McGrath palette and just kind of give the under eye just a little bit of love. So a small brush like the number 18 is really needed for the under lash line just because it's very precise and very small to be able to get those fine details. Alright, and now we're going to repeat that on the other eye. And you really don't want to add too much eyeshadow to the bottom lash line, especially with this kind of look, just so it doesn't stand out. If you need to blend out any more, just go right back in with your Sephora Collection number 26 brush and blend just a tad bit more. Now we're gonna go in again with another Sephora Collection number 18 brush and go into Astral Solstice in that palette to give us just a little bit of an inner corner highlight to give a nice pop. This will really help to pull the look together. All that we need left is to put on more mascara onto our bottom lash line and we're all good. What I like to do for bottom lash mascara is hold my mirror just a tad bit more upward and frame my face downward and look up and not apply too much. And with that, we pulled the look all together. So if you loved watching me achieve this beautiful look, make sure you comment down below what you would use to achieve this look or what you would wear. I would love to know. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.